this cup and handle suggests 3-digit silver. So it is not too late. We're probably headed up into mid 3 digits. Hi, it's Mike Maloney with a silver update. And I want to start with Mark on X, and I want to read this backwards here. So we're going down to this lower post here. Physical buyers are circling. They're not scared of this dip. They're waiting for it because they know a secret. Sellers of paper contracts who can't deliver are playing a dangerously risky game. You can't print physical metal. And then here, UBS raises its forecast and says silver is headed for all-time highs. Now we know which one of these bandits have already covered their shorts. So this is the article about UBS raising their estimates for silver and admitting that it can go to all-time highs. And no big investment bank like this wants to start promoting something until they've changed their position from being short to being long. So UBS is now probably in a position, if they're saying this, they're probably in a position where they can make gains from silver going up instead of having a motive to keep suppressing it. And from Make Gold Great Again, President Xi of China has 3.56% more suck on his silver today than the West. And this is Make Gold Great's silver milkshake theory. I love that. My friend who lives here in Puerto Rico, we used to live just a couple blocks from each other, made up the dollar milkshake theory. So here we have the silver milkshake theory. And if you take a look at this, on the same day, the price of silver was $42.20 in the West, but in China, it was $43.70, 3.56% higher, and that arbitrage causes silver to start moving from west to east. It's not a good thing for the West to have that arbitrage, but that's where the silver is going. And a lot of it's the East that is driving the prices on gold and silver right now. SRS Rocco report. The silver price has never, now this is old. This is from the beginning of the month, September 3rd. The silver price has never closed above 40 on a quarterly chart. $40 is an important level not hit on a quarterly basis since 1980. A close above 40 by the end of September and quarter could suggest even higher prices. So let's take a look and explore this a little bit. Here, I'm on stock charts here. And so this is a daily, and it's a line chart. And here's the thing about line charts is line charts on stock charts is basically connecting the dots of the close price. It doesn't have the intraday information in there. It's just the close. So if we select daily here, that's what it looks like. But then we go to weekly. Still looks very similar. 44.05 is what stock charts says that silver closed at. But you can see this cup and handle, even on a weekly, is almost done. It's almost completed. But now let's go to a monthly. And what we see is that it's almost very close. The cup got tilted a little bit. So the intra-month price action is not there. Now, if we scroll down, we go to quarterly, and bam, we have had a major breakout on quarterly. Let's take a look at yearly, because this had already broken out before. And there's yearly. We have major breakouts on the yearly and the quarterly, saying that this cup and handle is going to be accelerating. This cup and handle suggests 3-digit silver. So it is not too late. We're probably headed up into mid 3 digits. And if we go back to the daily, this bottom down here was, I think it was $3.50. So the difference between $3.50 and these $48 highs, you've got to at least flip this upside down, and that is the minimum. But this is on an exponential chart. If you flip it upside down, it wouldn't just be adding that $47 or whatever this is. It would be far, far, far beyond that on a logarithmic chart. That's probably where it's heading. So from VBL's Ghost, the only silver chart that matters is the annual close. The lid is off, kids. And this is a great chart because it goes all the way back into 1802. And you can see the super spike in 1980. And we are going to be headed for a bubble far greater than the 1980 bubble. The economy wasn't in such dire straits back in 1980 as it is today. Everything is far, far more out of balance than it was back then. Coinstacker says, cup about to runneth over. And I was one of the very first people, I think the first one, to identify this giant, everybody was focused on this cup and handle right here back in 2023 because it was suggesting a big move coming. And the big move, I kept on calling it a slingshot move. These green candles here, that's the slingshot. But then I accidentally looked at a 50-year chart and I went, oh my God, look at that. And so we are headed for some big, big all-time highs. And just one thing to wrap up here, silver has been marching forward and creating a 14-year high after a 14-year high after a 14-year high. And here we closed above $44. Quite amazing. From just 2 years ago, it was down in the 20s. So we've doubled in 2 years pretty much. I want to thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Invest and earn up to $2,000 in bonus silver at GoldSilver.com. It's easy. Step 1. Open any GoldSilver storage account excluding IRAs. Step 2. Purchase your precious metals. Step 3. Get up to $2,000 in bonus silver dropped straight into your vault. Visit GoldSilver.com/free silver to claim your silver.